I'm Scott Frey. I am the Director of Business Development for the bus division here at Crestline Coach. Crestline Coach is an ambulance manufacturer predominantly, with a bus division sort of bolted on the side where we distribute buses across Canada. So we import from the US and then distribute them out to municipalities and care homes and schools across the country from coast to coast to coast. We also have the ambulance manufacturing, which is our main line of business, but what I'm in charge of is the bus division, and that's sort of what I'm passionate about. My job title as Director of Business Development doesn't really describe what I do. My job is developing business, but on a kind of a grand scale. So trying to strategize and understand how to grow our bus division within Crestline and across Canada. So I manage salespeople from coast to coast, and then I also have a team here in Saskatoon that I manage and spend time with key accounts and trying to strategize to find ways to continue to grow Crestline and to grow our brand in Canada and then also with our partners in the US. I don't have a typical workday, and that's why I love my job. When I come to work every morning, I have a general guideline of what the day is going to entail, but it's never the same. And for me, a very type A personality, grew up playing a lot of sports and doing a lot of different things. It really suits my personality style. So I can have a bunch of meetings during the day. I can have conversations with my team members about a variety of topics leading towards, one common goal. And that's what I really love about it. It's a team of individuals, and we all come together to achieve a goal. And if you've got a sports background like I do, that's what you want. It is amazing for me, and I love it. I have a career journey that I think a lot of people probably are scared to have, but it's okay. I started out, came out of high school, went into university, and started in arts and science because you have a dream of, I think I want to do X. And so I was into the science side of things and realized real quick that nobody wanted me in science in the world. So ended up really enjoying mathematics and statistics and that type of stuff. And so applied into the commerce side, got into that and into finance and really enjoyed it. Came out of university, graduated, and immediately started in the investment world. And after about 9 years of that, woke up one morning and went, I hate this. This is not me. And so started kind of a new career path in manufacturing with a small company here in Saskatoon, just doing inside sales. And that started to blossom, and I enjoyed that, and was recruited by one of our customers and went to be a purchaser and learned the business that way, and went from purchaser to general manager. And then Crestline came calling and took my career on a different journey where I was leading salespeople just in a certain sector of the continent, both North America, Canada and US. And then that's just kind of flourished and grown to get me to my director level. So I like the fact that I don't have a straight line career path. And I think when you come out of school, you're nervous that I don't know what I want to be and I got to make a decision here that's irrevocable. A, you don't. And B, you can be whatever you want and you can change by the day if you want. The world's not like it used to be where you got to stay with a company for 30 years and never change your mind about what you want to do. I think what's important about that though is when you align yourself with a company, you're going to start out with a different company than the one you sort of end up being your main career. But when you do get with that company and you know that there's different lines to go in different directions, that's the company you stick with. And that's why I like Crestline, is because you can start out with us. I got a young guy with a master's degree that started out in our paint department, and now he's into the sales side. And there's a plethora of different ways he can go with his career and just stay with one company. So his career will look different, but it could all be with one company. And I think that's the blessing of having a nice company here at home in Saskatchewan like Crestline. I tell people all the time, and I got 2 boys at home, I tell them my work life is a little bit like a locker room sometimes, where it's a lot of type A personalities, and you're driving towards a goal, and you really are expecting excellence, and you demand that of yourself and of others, and that's wonderful. I love that part of it. I think you need to be resilient in life and learn how to, tomorrow's another day. The sun is going to come up, despite what you might think the day before. It will come up. And then the other thing, I coach baseball as well, and I keep telling our athletes, no different than I tell my team here, we need you to be adaptable, not adapted. And if you're adaptable and you can change on a moment's notice and be willing to learn new things and try new things, you can be really, really successful. But if you just adapt to something and then never want to change again, it's not going to be easy. Just learn to be adaptable, and that change is okay. There's a lot of teamwork where you have to understand how other people are thinking, and that, you know, they need to accomplish something as well as you, and you can't win all the time, but sometimes you don't even know what your win is going to look like, because the other person, if we succeed at what they need, there's a really good chance you're going to succeed at what you needed, but you had no idea that you were going to succeed. So it's just being open-minded and understanding that you need to work with others, and you need to, you know, there's capital that you can expend in order to help others, and then there's capital you're going to extract in order to get help from others. And you got to understand that balance. I love in sales management, there's the dopamine hit when, you know, you land a big sale and you're really excited about that, and you get that rush. Even I spend a lot of time on the road, and, you know, if your flight gets canceled and you got to find a different flight to get home on time because you need to get to a kid's event. That rush of being able to be adaptable like that, I love that part of my work. And that's really what fuels your day-to-day motivation to keep going and do better. I love that. With our company, job prospects are outstanding. We are growing like crazy. All lines, all aspects of our business are growing, and will continue to grow. Saskatchewan has so much to offer, and I'm a proud Saskatchewan guy that, you know, grew up on the farm and moved into town, and I didn't have to leave. And I think it's important for kids to know that your path can go so many different ways, and it can all be right here at home. Whether it's, you know, with Crestline here, or with other manufacturers, or with banking sector or healthcare sector, sports and entertainment now with the, you know, the Blades and the Berries are doing. There's so many opportunities to really drive your career potential right here at home in Saskatchewan. Get out of your comfort zone. Do things that are different. And I've always kind of lived by the mantra that if the crowd is running one way, it's okay to try to run the other and try something different. Crestline is a good example. We got a 50-year history. We're going to celebrate our 50th anniversary next year. A lot of it is just based on, you know what, we're going to try something here. And whenever I bring customers through, or even family members, and they see we have this in Saskatoon, a thriving vehicle manufacturing business, nobody can believe that. So I think it's just, don't let someone tell you that you can't do something. Try it. What's the worst that happens? You fail? Okay, try again. And I think that's important for kids, and you can learn that through sports, and that can carry over into business and through your whole life. It's okay to fail. Get your education, and that can look different for many different people, whether it's, you know, you get your grade 12 and then go to trade school, or you get your grade 12 and you go to university, or you get your grade 12 and you take a course. You can get education many different ways, and I would say don't let people tell you that there's only one way to do it. There's many, many ways to do it. I've got 2 boys at home that are in that, you know, 24 to 20 age category, very different paths, and I've preached to them that what you think is the way it's going to go isn't going to be the way it's going to end up. Just keep grinding, and that, I think, is important for kids to know. And lean on mentors, lean on coaches, lean on teammates, and don't think for a second that it's not going to work out okay if you have one stumble. It's fine.